Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros. Inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7 metros 20 por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No hago.
This guy here, he's such a legend. He's such a legend. He should be a millionaire, I swear to God, on this YouTube thing. If he opens the YouTube channel, unsubscribe him straight away. he just described football in general. Like, these players, you live in a great country, the best things. You got the best, you get the best masseuse, you got the best cars, the best everything. But there's only one thing you can't do. Make simple passes and score a goal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad. It's something that we saw against Tottenham as well. And I know we haven't linked up for a while. Do you know what I'm saying? We haven't linked up for a while, us. And big up to the raid as well. Thank you for the raid. Views, Shane, thank you for the raid as well. Big up. But Views, how you been, bro? How you been, broski?
Yeah, good. You know, everything's up well. Things all right. Things all right. Arsenal aside, things are all right. But things are not rosy in the Arsenal garden. That's what I will say. But everything else is kind of ticking along nicely. Do you know what I mean? I can't complain. I hope everyone's well. You know what I mean? On the panel. Yeah, I hope we're having a good day. Hope everyone in the chat's good. Make sure you are liking and subscribing, you dirty, filthy pagans. Yeah. and we're going to get into it. But Arsenal, yeah, you know, football aside, everything's all right. But Arsenal, that's a bit different. But we'll get into it.
Yeah, 100% sticky situation when it comes to Arsenal. BBK, how you feeling, my friend?
Good, brother. You know, life be lifing, you know. But yeah, football aside, you know, I pray for my fellow Arsenal fans that they have their lives in order, you know, because we used to go to this club for relief and entertainment and enjoy things, but now you go to the club, it's pure misery. So I pray that my fellow Arsenal fans, in the world in general, the ones who live in London in particular, I pray that the man have everything in order and it's just football. You know, because I was just saying, you know, backstage, how are we meant to get PTSD just so anxious from a lineup being announced? Because we just, you know, does he really have the audacity to do this again? Does he? But then again, the answer might be
he
yes.
does.
But big up to you, big up to Views, big up to Shane, big up to the chat, and I hope everyone is well, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to the chat as well, man. Hey, listen, if that's your question, he does. But yeah, Shane, you've been on a run. I've been hearing you. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing what you said the other day. You know what I'm saying, especially against, I heard Christian as well. You had a run in with them. You've been holding the fort like you should. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you should. And the war's not over. This is just the first battles. We have many battles ahead of us. A long season, but how you feeling?
I'm all right, actually. I'm all right. Yeah. I'll go to see the show with Views, which always cheers me up. We always have a good laugh, and maybe get some serious talk in as well, of course, because that's what it's all about. But I was in a better mood. My missus just called up a minute ago and said she's after ordering the match in, so I'm gonna have to watch that shit. So I'm not in a very good mood now. You know what I mean? But yeah, no. Look, I probably would have got it in anyway, or I would have maybe tried to illegal stream it or something. But yeah, look, I'll watch it with her. She's forcing herself to try and get enthusiastic. She used to be a top gunner, but she switched a few months back, and now she can't even stand the look of Arteta. But she's doing her best to try and get enthusiastic. She said, "I can't do the hope thing. I can't. I tried watching those other guys, and I can't do it." So she just watches. Well, she watches Northside because she has a thing for him. But she fancies every streamer out there but me. But but yeah, no man, look, all good. You know, same thing. Like, I'll just touch on what Taryn said. Like, this manager has us in such a state that we're all nervous about a fucking preseason lineup. You know what I mean? Because we can see how his mind works. And if Gyökeres doesn't start, then I think you can be pretty sure he won't start the first game of the season, which I don't think he will anyway. But the worst thing that could happen today is Havertz bang in a couple of goals. Oh, that's the worst thing that could happen to us. If Havertz scores a couple, he's 100% starting. But look, we'll see how it goes. I'll give it a watch, and I'm glad to be here. Glad you're back and streaming again, man. I know you were streaming while you're away, but glad to have everybody back, because it is a big fight that we have. But we have more numbers than we ever had before. So when these top tuners go on fucking panels, there's always a chance that at least one of us will be there to put them to rights, man. That's what we're here to do.
That's what it's all about. I just want to do, fight the good battle. You know what I'm saying? We're everywhere. We ain't gonna stop, and our numbers are gonna get more and more. By the end of the season, we'll probably be 50-50. Probably be 50-50. At the moment, it's like 70-30, because even my friends, some of my friends are like, oh, you know what? I don't know about this manager, Oh, no shit, Sherlock. You just found out right now. I've been telling you about this shit for like 2 years. Do you know what I'm saying? 2 years. I've been speaking about it. Speak again and again and again. Every time we link up, until I was tired. I wasn't speaking to them about Arsenal anymore. But we saw what Arsenal did against Tottenham. Same old boring football, side to side, play in the box, redo it. Some people are telling me, "Oh, you didn't say that against Milan." Who told you he played well against Milan? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think that you can tell me that you didn't see us against Milan? You know what I'm saying? And they know who they are. They know who they are. Who I'm talking about, because we were talking about it like the other day. Who told you that we played against Milan and Newcastle? Who told you that we played well against Newcastle? That was Max Dowman. That was going to be a draw. If it wasn't for Max Dowman, that is a draw.
If that's in the Premier League, Rashid, he doesn't get past Joel, and he doesn't get to the box. He gets flattened before he gets. That's a Premier League game. He gets pulled back, or he gets,
Probably, yeah. But I like the kid. I can't lie. I really want to see him in. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see him in the starting lineup today. I want to see him and Gyökeres in the starting lineup, but we ain't going to talk about that for like half an hour probably, because the lineup is not out yet. But views, what's your thoughts on the whole transfer window? Nothing really changed in it, apart from Gyökeres is a good signing, and probably Zubimendi is all right signing as well. Apart from that, average players, nothing really to talk about. And it came against Tottenham.
Yeah. Underwhelmed is the word. Underwhelmed is the word. We're basically going for a rebuild almost, when we didn't finish the first build. There were still pieces missing from that. Yeah.
Thanks.
It's actually stunning, because the club keeps coming out and saying goosebumps and excitement and war chest. They've got to do that. Obviously, they're bringing out merch galore. They
shirt, yeah.
Merch
How many
galore.
shirts?
No, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out what it is. I don't blame anyone. Everyone PTSD is different. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell anyone how to PTSD in it. Yeah, I've got my own, because I haven't bought a shirt since like 06. That's that sort of time.
Damn.
Like, it's that long
06.
Ago. Yeah. When we got Gyökeres, I said my little protest is that I'll go and buy a shirt with Gyökeres on the back. When you go and get me someone that I can actually feel proud of, then maybe I'll go and buy some merch or something. Do you get it? Right? But anyway, I'm digressing. The point I'm trying to make is the season ticket renewals as well was up. We was hearing we could spend. Do you know what I heard? Just after January, that we could spend about 500 flipping million if we wanted and still be all right in the PSR. And then it all starts going down. Oh, no. Then it's 300. Oh, then it's 250. Then it's 150. Then it's 100 million plus player sales. And people keep falling for this crap. Oh, we brought in 6 bodies. I've never seen nothing like it. But are you not noticing the 9 that have left the building through the back door? So we're -3 from what we was last season, which was already crap. already small, already not, you know, not battle hardened to deal with the campaign ahead. The only positive, right, with you getting in VPN and Kepa and is you might actually play these guys, but I ain't gonna give you any credit for that. And because at the end of the day, the players that you never played last season and the season before that are still your players. It's been half a decade. There can be no excuses. That bench that you don't trust is your bench. Do you know what I mean? So again, you know, you tried to make us have a small squad by design last season, backfired massively. And now you're it's openly admit, oh, we need players, depth. So you're admitting that it fucked up. Like, so have we just got money and time to waste like Petri dish? Like I could step out my door tomorrow and get licked down by something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got time for this, man. Has the club got money like that to just be wasting? That's why when I hear, oh, we're haggling for Gyökeres and a good business, don't tell me about good business when we've had years and years of shit business all over the place. Players leaving for nothing, can't sell a player, can't buy a player. Hole in the bucket selection. And then we come into this window and everyone's telling me to be calm and to wait. And it's going to be mad. And what have we seen? We finally get a gunman. And he was the last player through the fucking door, bro. When he should have been the first. And then we wouldn't have been asking today, is Havertz starting, is Gyökeres? There wouldn't have been no question because there's no excuse about being up to speed with fitness, is there? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Rodrigo, as Shane always says, the prom queen. And we're walking away with the pig. Because nobody on God's green earth, no one in these Marvel multiverses would have had Madueke on their shopping list. Go and argue with your mum. You're lying. Stop lying to me. So now
what they say that.
And I'm gonna shut up after this, yeah, because I know I'm rambling. I'm just saying this right now. You was telling us with this Madueke, Leviosa, you saw how they rose up the money, bro. Like it's Harry Potter, bro. You rose it up so like it's fucking magic, yeah. It's not
Expandidocious.
Yeah, Leviosa. No, that's the one, Leviosa. Because I'm lifting it up, bro. I'm telling you what it is. Leviosa, yeah, so quick for eggy bread. Like anyone asked for that, bro. We asking for steak and you roll through with eggy bread. And then you told us it weren't going to affect Eze. But now what's going on with Eze? What's going on with it? Now we're getting told it's Eze or Lookman. It's Rafael or Eze. What do you mean or? When you should be getting all of those guys. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, the window isn't open yet. Finished yet. I'll end on this. As of right now, no, I'm underwhelmed because it's the same sort of stuff that I've been seeing for years and years and years and years and years. And I can see the same stuff. I don't understand what everyone else, but I'll shut up now, innit? But yeah, that's
100%, bro. That's the kind of rants we need. Do you know what I'm saying? And I agree with you 100% of what you said right now. The thing is about the Eze deal, I don't understand it as well because we missed the deadline, and now we have to, instead of buying the player that we should have, but because while we was going for Gyökeres, Eze should have been a priority as well. Like, a lot of people forgot that because of Gyökeres. And we saw it against Tottenham, yeah? People forgot. Because people are so focused on the striker position, they forgot the creativity. They forgot the midfield problem that we have. The big problem in the midfield. It's bigger than the striker. It's bigger than, or maybe not as big, or at least the same. At least the same, because our problem in the creativity, when it comes to the creativity side of our football, that midfield stinks. You saw Norgard, Rice, Odegaard. Come on, bro. Oh my days, man. We can't be playing with these midfielders. They're all 60 pace on FIFA. Nobody want to play with these midfielders. They ain't catching no one. No one. No, you know how the Premier League is. Let's be honest. If you're not mobile, leave the Premier League. Leave the football before the football leaves you. Shout out Carragher, bro. Go to Italy, go to Spain. You can do your, you know what I'm saying? You can play football there. You know what I'm saying? Like Xhaka did. Xhaka went to Germany and he found his football. Somehow he was doing great. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't play number 6 in the Premier League. He was getting ripped up game after game for 6 years. Yeah, the last year he did well, but we're talking about our kind of midfield, yeah? You've got Rice as a number 8, big problem. You know what I'm saying? Odegaard, big problem. And not that Rice is a shit player, don't get me wrong. I know that everybody will be like, no, Rice is a ball. No, don't get me wrong. It's just not his position. But BBK, what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts on this whole transfer window and that game against Tottenham, if you want to add to it?
I'm glad what you said there about Zubimendi and Norgard, because against Tottenham, I'm glad fans got to see what the team will look like when Zubimendi picks up a knock or he is rotated when Norgard is in that 6. Look at the goal we conceded. There was a reason why he was not in the position that he was supposed to be, where Skelly received the ball. That's where he's supposed to be. But he doesn't want the ball there because he knows he's not good on the ball. Thomas Frank knew that. Everyone knows that. Thomas Frank has coached this player for 6-7 years. He knows him. He knows his strengths and his weaknesses better than Arteta. He couldn't believe his luck when he looked at that lineup and saw Norgard starting in the 6 in a ball position team that plays out from the back. Brentford don't play out from the back. They hoof it. They hoof the ball every single time. And guess who else Thomas Frank also coached? David Raya. So he knew if he won the ball up high, we'd have an empty goal. Yeah. But as far as the transfer window go, my bro, it's a 4-5. I spent about 2 hours arguing with Tony Claude last Saturday about this transfer window because I break it down. I appreciate the TikTok that Views put up this morning on the intervention with Christian talking about Norgard and Zubimendi. Zubimendi and Gyökeres walks into most teams. Brother, depth, replacements, additions to your squad. Zubimendi is a replacement for Partey. It's a watch there. We haven't improved there. It's a side pass. Matter of fact, I've seen Partey, the hell with from a pure footballing standpoint, we're not talking about the other stuff. I've seen him play in this Premier League. I've never seen Zubimendi kick a ball in this Premier League. So he is yet to play in this league that's physical, that's faster, and that's all that stuff. Zubimendi is the only pure addition in the squad that makes, he comes in, he makes Havertz the depth, right? Norgard, Kepa, Mascara, all these other these men are for depth. So our starting 11, we've only added one addition to it, one player to our starting, and that's Gyökeres. And now we're sitting here anxious that he may or may not start today. And who can say with absolute certainty that he does? This is where we are, where we're sitting here like our marquee signing for the summer. We're not sure if he starts today because the manager fancies this guy who forced us to go look for a striker in the first place because he's not good enough. This transfer window is so far off it, bro. And I'm looking at the James Maddison injury right now, and I'm looking at Tottenham like, okay, do they make a move for Eze? They look at Eze and say, brother, you want to come to North London already? I owe it to my fans to offer you. Do you want to come to the White Side? We have Champions League football to offer you. We play in a big, pretty stadium. We have a better coach.
And we want you.
And we want you. So they can turn his head. He is not locked onto us the way Gyökeres was. Tottenham can go in for him. Bayern Munich can come in for him. And who in the, someone in the Arsenal boardroom, the meeting room, they made a decision that Nadu Madueke can push us closer to the title.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm going to blame Shen for this for putting this shit out in the Gooniverse a couple of weeks ago. Like, they made that decision that's going to help us. I don't know what's where. You remember when we came up short the first title charge? And they thought Havertz was the gap, the guy that was going to bridge the gap between us and Man City. Now we think Madueke is the guy that's going to bridge the gap between Liverpool and Man City. And them men are about to smash the transfer record twice in one window. Criminal. Right? The transfer window is a 4-5 for me at best. People are giving it a 6-7. I don't know how when we've only made a couple of players for depth, one replacement, and one addition. That's not good enough for me. And I'll shut up there.
No, 100%. I agree with you 100%. There's nothing really. Oi, big up to Aaron as well. Big up to Aaron. Big up to everyone in the chat. We'll get to you in a second.
The team's out.
Every one of you, man.
Out,
the team's. Oh no. But Shane, would you let us just hear the lineup and then we'll.
Where you go?
Yeah. So it's Raya, White, Saliba, Kivior, no Magalhaes, Lewis Skelly, Norgard, Moreno, Wanyeri, Saka, Martinelli, and Gyökeres. So he does start. But where is Gabriel Magalhaes? When is he going to get any fit? Let me shut up.
They're not going to be fit. They're not going to be fit.
Injured.
They're not going to be fit. Yeah. I said it from the start. That's why I had the big blowout. That's why I had the big blowout with Igal. He said, Gabriel said he would be ready. Yeah, ready and match fit are a bit fucking two different things, pal. It's a grade 3 hamstring and he hasn't kicked the ball in competitive football in 6 months. 6 months. Even when he does come back, he's going to be risky. Really, really risky. Really risky. Look, Gyökeres is starting. This guy's going to pray he doesn't score. He's going to take him off at halftime. You can be sure of that. He's coming off at halftime. Guaranteed he's coming off at halftime. This is the time when he'll make 11 subs or 10 subs at halftime. Now we will. Now he will. And because Norgard's starting. And look, you know, we'll get into that. You used to go around do the teams, and then we'll get into the transfer thing again if you want to talk about.
100. No, I wanted to ask you because I've been hearing everybody's stuff on the internet, but I wanted to ask you, like, how do you feel about the transfer window so far?
Oh yeah. Look, it's I don't think it's I don't think it's great at all. I'm with Taron that Gyökeres is the only improvement, and we could have signed Vardy even at this age, and it's an improvement because he's an actual striker, right? But I have that clip of the Tottenham game where Odegaard broke clear and he had 3 runners and he just kept running with the ball and stopped. That's going to happen over and over again next season. Gyökeres gets all of his goals from the middle. He doesn't get them from the wing. He gets them from 2 number 10s behind him. 2 number 10s creating. Not an 8 that is actually a 6 and a 10 that's actually an 8. He gets it from 2 really creative players whose their only job is to feed him the ball. But this thing that Christian said, Christian Sutcliffe, about Zubamendi walks into most teams' midfields. Yeah, but not the big teams, not Chelsea's team. He doesn't get in a Caicedo. He doesn't get into City's team over Rodri. He doesn't get into Liverpool's team over Gravenberch. So the teams that matter, we haven't improved on them. We're signing backups for players that weren't good enough to win the league. How can you sign players that aren't better than what you have after having a terrible season and expect to win? It doesn't make any sense. While everybody around you that was already better is getting better, is improving. Newcastle haven't, right? And they need to start moving very soon. Chelsea have gotten much better. They're going to finish ahead of us next season. I would put any money that they're going to finish ahead of us next season. They've won 2 trophies in the last month. They have a taste for it. The manager's getting the best out of every player. He's got a big squad. They've got 2 top left backs. We haven't got a left back. Last season, we had 5 left backs. We haven't got a left back. It's crazy work for a manager to be able to do that. But the transfer window, until I see some sales, until I see what these players are on coming in, that's big for me as well. There's rumours that Gyökeres is on 200 grand a week. I'd take that. That'd be good work from Berta if he's done that. There's rumours that Zubamendi's on 75 grand a week. I just can't believe that. If it's true, I think it's amazing. I think that's brilliant work by Berta. If he's able to get rid of Jesus, like there was rumours that he could get him on half the contract paid and then an obligation to buy, not a fucking, I don't want this option to buy. I want obligation. He has to go. And I've said before, if he gets rid of Jesus for money and gets some of his wages off the bill, and he gets rid of Nelson for money, that's more impressive than signing Gyökeres for me, because the Gyökeres thing was an open goal, as Kenny says. That was set up for him. If they had fumbled that, a player begging to come, openly saying he wants to come, going on strike, there's a minimum fee release clause. Everything was there, man. That is like a girl lying on the bed with her legs spread and a fucking runway lights going up to it, and you don't make it. You know what I mean? To miss that opportunity is just crazy work. So that was an open goal to me. But I want to see the sales. I want to see the contracts. And I want to see, Eze. But Joe, I'm tired of people saying we need Eze and we need Rodrigo. Like, there's no reason that we need 8 new players. Why? It bothers me so much that we're not questioning this guy on how we need 8 new players just to bring the squad up to scratch, just to not have the smallest squad in the league. He needs 8 new. He has fumbled the ball so many times, and he sits there in press conference the other week with a smug smile on his face saying, yes, we need more players. How are you arrogant? How are you not mortified that we need more players? Have you been handed 6 new players? You've let our only left back go for free. Fair enough, the Thomas Partey thing. I'm glad he's gone. But it's come out now that he was printed out on the fucking, whatever it is, the Panini or the Topps cards or whatever they are to come out. So they've let that leak that they had planned on renewing his contract, but they thought they could get away with it for another year, the fucking scumbags, right? But anyway, that's a whole other story. Jorginho, keep him instead of getting Norgard. Just keep him for another year instead of getting Norgard. You know, people say, oh, well, his legs are gone. Right. Well, would Norgard get in the Flamenco team? No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't get a sniff where Jorginho will get into the team. So some of the transfers are annoying me. The ripping up Tommy's contract is fine. People act like we did that for free. You don't do that for free. That's a negotiation. That's a mutual termination. That means that you have to come to an agreement with the player. So you probably pay off about half his contract. We probably paid him about 10 million quid. We probably paid him about 10 million. People just act like, oh, we ripped it up. Great. He's not going to sit there and go, well, yeah, just don't pay me anymore. Rip up my contract. You're going to have to pay him a lot of fucking money. It's the way they word these things that annoy me. This is what the top gooners do as well. They move the goalpost. But yeah, that's it. It's all, so flip through the book, find a way to dress it up. Just like a gal when you say, Wanyeri, it's a disgrace the lack of minutes he got last year. And he goes, He played 32 games. And you go, oh, yeah, it sounds a lot better when you say that, doesn't it? Sun newspaper sentence, man. You word it the way you want to word it. He played 32 games. Sounds like the guy was in the team all the time.
Do you know what I'm
How many
saying?
minutes did he play, you go? How many minutes did he play? This is the way they move it. But the transfer window, it's underwhelming. Vastly underwhelming for me. Gyökeres is a great signing, but if people think he's going to smack in goals, he's not. He's no one to set him up. We have the most cardboard midfield in the top 8, I'd say, in the league. There's 3 or 4 teams minimum that have a better midfield than us. Minimum 5, I'd actually go out and say have a better midfield than us. And he spent 414 million on this midfield. 1 injury and Norgard's in. One suspension and Marino's in. You know what I mean? And then, oh yeah, but what about Ethan? He won't play him there. If Ethan plays more than 10 minutes in the league, in the 10, I'd be stunned this season, this whole season. He'll play out the wing when Saka's out. He won't play in the 10. Doesn't trust him. And the sooner this man goes, the better. The sooner this man goes, the better. Because if a new manager walked in tomorrow, a competent manager, and looked at our squad, he'd go, do you know what, that midfield is actually quite exciting because I have Lewis Skelly and I have Wanyeri and they can come in and suddenly it looks a lot better. Looks like a great midfield. Looks like a great midfield. But with this manager, we've got Wanyeri, who's a backup winger who he doesn't trust out there either, and Lewis Skelly, who's a left back who's going to get found out. So get in a competent manager, get rid of this guy, man. I have people turn around to me, and I'll end on this, die-hard Arsenal fans that I respect more than anything in the world, saying, I can't believe that I want us to slip up. You know what I mean? That is what this manager has done to us. That's what this manager has done to us. You know what I mean? And I'll never forgive him for getting rid of my hope. And people say, oh, you're just miserable. You read the comments on, I don't give a flying fuck. I laugh at them. I screenshot them. Oh, this guy's miserable. Oh, you'd say he's fun at parties, all this. I'll tell you one thing. Number one, I am fucking fun at parties. I'm a hoose, right? and number 2, all I'm doing is telling you exactly what's happening. And you just don't want to hear it because you're too soft. Don't tell me bad news. Be more like Tom Canton. Well, fuck off to Tom Canton and don't watch channels
watch him.
People that are actual fans on.
Watch him. Thanks.
Exactly, bro. Watch Tom Cannon and Candy and them, man. But yeah, big up Jalil, big up the chat. We have not forgot you lot. We've been waiting for 21 years. This is something we forget about, you know. This is something that everybody forgets about. The 21 years, 21 years, and then you ask me why. You ask me, calm down. It's only the 6th of June. Calm down. It's only the 18th. Calm down. It's only the 6th of August. Calm down. We're gonna get Eze, and as soon as we get Eze, it's a 10 out of 10. All right, cool. Anybody that tells any of you in the chat anywhere in the world where you're listening, if anybody tells you it's gonna be a 10 out of 10 window, that means we have to win. If it's a 10 out of 10 window, then we have to win. In my eyes, that's the way I look at it. Because they're saying let Eze come. I don't think Eze is gonna solve all the problems. I'll be honest. Yes, he'll add a little bit more goals because he's a bit more techier than what we got. But is he we need to redo that midfield. That midfield stinks. And like you said, Shane, I really do believe in it because you got Skelly, playing as a left back. If we just push him into that midfield, we've got Max Stallman that can play a number 10. We've got Ethan that can play a number 10. Do you know what I'm saying? You can switch between them, play them both in the same game. It depends. It all depends down to the manager. That's when the manager comes in. But we do have midfielders. It's just that you want these type of midfielders, these rugby players. Today we're gonna be found out. I swear to God. You'll see. We'll do the prediction at the end. But you'll see. Greetings to Ali. Big up to you, my friend. Big up. Godfrey saying penny pinching over 35 million up front for the first payment. That's change for Arsenal. Do you know how much we paid up front for Madueke?
48 million.
Yeah. Why did we not penny pinch when it came to Madueke?
It doesn't matter though, Rashid. The rotation doesn't matter apparently. Calm down. You'll get your burger. The rotation doesn't matter. Really?
I told you,
really?
48 million up front.
Yeah.
In what world does the rotation not matter? Even if it's not about money, even if it's about enticing a player, if you sign Gyökeres and Eze first, and then you approach Rodrigo, who'll go, do you know what? They're actually moving like a big team. Maybe I will go there. You know what I mean? These guys are fucking, as View says, they have mashed potato between their ears. And then they plug it with their fingers. Because they must know when they're saying this shit. They're not that stupid. They can't be. They can't all be en masse that stupid. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. They're coming up with excuses. And if you start coming up with excuses, right, at some point, there must be some part of your conscience that goes, well, something's wrong here because I'm digging around for an excuse. You know what I mean? They must know that there's something going on. Like, through the book.
through the book. You know the book of excuses. That okay, chapter 6,180.
That book is dog
Line.
now at this stage. That is dog-eared. It's pulped up and
I
it's fucking
swear to
fat
God.
because it's been overread, man.
Pages
When
are
you open
stuck
it,
together.
there's no spine left on it. You open it, man. It's
The pages are stuck together.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's dusty, that book. That book got dusty. Nobody wants to read it no more. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's on the top shelf. Nobody cares about it. We've done listening to you guys. We're done listening to you guys. Now we're gonna speak. You know how we used to listen, yeah? Now we're gonna speak. But it just tells you everything. Madueke, how come you got the money from Madueke? How come you got money from
Let's see
Madueke?
what he does.
Do you know what I'm saying? What is where it is. MLS is a midfielder. Let's not forget facts. Facts, 100%. Can do everything that midfielder can do, by the way. The exact midfielder that we need. The exact midfielder that we need. Ball carry. Do you know what I'm saying?
Havertz isn't on the bench. That's why fucking Yocker has to start.
Yeah, he's not in the team. I just noticed that too. I just clocked that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
silent
fine.
one. Another silent one.
Yeah, someone just put it in the chat that he's likely injured. There you go. There you go. The big beefed up Havertz. Hulk Havertz pulled one of those new muscles.
Yeah, so the decision was made for him.
For him, like it always is.
Yeah,
like it always is. I'm
yeah.
surprised he didn't put fucking Martinelli up front and put Madueke at the left.
Facts, bro.
Dinner.
This is how
played some cheater on FIFA, winning 3-1. Go down to get my food, come up and he's clearly scored goals, hasn't he? So he knew full well I went to get my dinner, but fair enough. You can have a win, mate. I couldn't get a care less. It's only a game at the end of the day. Well, I've got carrots.
It's only the game. It's only a game. You see Bieber, blood. It's only a game. Oh shit! What happened to Havertz, bro? Where's Havertz? Is he injured as well? Is everybody injured?
He's not in the squad at all.
They're coming back from grade 3 hamstrings. They're going to keep dropping. Him, Gabriel, Saka are going to keep dropping. Timber's on the bench of Gabriel. I said the views earlier, and I don't mean to cut across, and I'll be really quick. That over the next 2 games, I would be absolutely stunned if at least one player doesn't limp off the pitch with a fatigue injury. It's going to begin. It's already started in the other games and all the way through the season. And I keep telling these top gooners, and they say, "No, you're just being negative." And then when it happens, they'll go, "Oh well, I hope you're happy. It's what you wanted, or it's not Arteta's fault. It's unlucky." And get the fuck out of my face, man. I'm so tired of this predictable manager. You know what I mean? He overplayed Havertz in pre-season, hoping he'd score. This guy's coming back from a grade 3. He overplayed him, hoping he'd score so he wouldn't have to start Gyökeres. This is how his fucking mind works. And these top gooners will tell you, "No, you're being crazy. No, there's no way he's going to think like that. That's ridiculous." The evidence is there, people. The evidence is there. This guy's a fucking lunatic. He is a lunatic. The Branch McKellians, man, it's a cult.
It is a cult. It is a cult. We've had enough.
I'm sorry. Go on.
Trust me. Go on, BBK. You wanted to say something?
I was saying that at some point during the preseason, I wanted to see our starting unit play together for at least 45 minutes to an hour to see how they move as a collective bunch. You know, his starting midfield is on the bench. Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard is on the bench. He's starting Ethan with the 2 slowest midfielders you could possibly play in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You know, so now I don't expect Ethan to cook today because now he's got to do a lot of running because Marino can't run. Got a turn radius of an oil tank. We know that Norgard isn't it. So are we going to wait until the final game of the preseason to play these guys together for 45 minutes to an hour? Because we can't do it at Old Trafford. You can't go into the Premier League season playing these guys together for the first time in a semi-competitive game. Training is training, but you put these guys on a mat between the white lines. They need to play together. Zubimendi needs to play with Gyökeres for more than 13 minutes. That annoys me. You know what I mean? The preseason, the hell with the Emirates Cup and all these fake trophies that's being thrown around. It's in the name. This is the time we use to get ready, prepare for the season. And it seems, again, we are going into another season unprepared. So we're basically going in with hope.
Do you know, if we lose today, BBK, sorry to cut you off, but I just thought of it. I went through the book. If we lose today, they'll be like, "Oh, but he tried. He tried Norgard with Moreno and Gyökeres. It's new. You guys wanted something new, right? You guys wanted something new. There you go. This is something new. Do you think? Do you think that's good enough? No, do you think that's good enough? Do you think that we said we wanted something new? Yes, but I wanted
Tactically, it's not the same play, not new players doing the same thing.
That's what they'll tell you. Be prepared. Shane, Views, BBK, everybody in the chat, everywhere in the world, bro. That's what they're going to tell you. If we lose today, oh, well, it's just pre-season. Okay, fair enough. It's just pre-season. And yeah, he was trying new things. He was trying new players. It was different. Moreno and Norgard, oh my days. We're in for a long day today. We're in for a long day. The only thing I want to really see is just Gyökeres. That's the only thing that I'm really intrigued to see. But yeah, man, we should have got Kante instead of Jack. Trust me, Jalil. If we had Kante instead of Xhaka those 6 years, I think we would have got Champions League football. I don't think we would have been as bad as we were. But it's in the past. You can't really know because Kante can play alone 6 by himself. Let's be honest, by himself.
One man.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Trust me. Yusek is saying I can guarantee Gyökeres isn't starting tonight. He looked real heavy and unfit. Hey, listen,
he is.
He is. I'm sorry. So big up to you though. Yeah, he's waiting. In 21 years, we've only reached FA Cup. Facts. We have fallen far behind, aren't even on par with our rivals. United, Chelsea, City, Liverpool have far exceeded what we've accomplished. Facts, bro. And Chelsea are getting closer and closer. Now it's debatable who's the biggest in London. It's debatable, nearly debatable. I still believe that we're the biggest, but it's getting real close. BX, it's getting real close. Thomas Flack has already coached Norgard. Why didn't he have 100%? He knows what Norgard is. Norgard didn't want the ball. He was hiding. He was playing hide and seek. Today, he ain't going to want the ball today as well. Do you know what I'm saying? But let's see. This club is a top 4 fraud like Tottenham. Facts. People were saying Gyökeres was going to start on Insta. Facts. I hear that. I hear that. Big up. Wahaha. Big up BX. Big up Joseph. Big up everybody in the chat setting Ethan up to fail today. Facts, bro. Every time he plays Ethan, what's up with that? What do you guys think? Like every time he plays Ethan, he never plays him in a very strong team, like to show that this kid is capable of. Because think about it, yeah, he's how old is he? 18 years old, 19 years old. Even though football's not about numbers, because let's be honest, Lamine Yamal plays like he's 26. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not about how old you are. It's about how good you are. But it always sets him up for failure. Like today, in that midfield, what are you supposed to create with a Norgard and a Moreno? Please tell me, someone. You want to tell me? Use?
Go on, BBK, man.
BBK?
Enough.
Shoot your shot.
No, I clocked it when the lineup came out. I'm like, okay, Norgard and Moreno. Where's the legs? And if you remember, the last time Ethan started in the 10, when he started in the PSV, was it the PSV game with him and Skip? Brother, he cooked in that game. When we were down to our bare bones against Leicester, even though it was Moreno that came on and scored the 2 late goals, Ethan hit the bar, and I think he hit the bar twice. Like Ethan has spent last season proving that he belongs in the Premier League. That there is no question that he belongs. And he did that with limited minutes, 889 minutes. Now, they can spin that into 32 games all they want to, but 889 minutes is less than 10 games. Right? 900 minutes is 10 games. He played less than 10 games collectively. And in that very limited amount of time, he proved that he belonged. So imagine what he would do in the first team with the first choice back line behind him and the first choice striker. But now you put him out there with Norgard, who is clearly not good enough. There's a reason why he's 31 and never heard Champions League music in his life. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you turn 31 at Brentford and re-sign a contract at Brentford. You don't become 31 in the Premier League at that position, and none of the big boys, even Paulinho went to Bayern in that position. Like Norgard, no Arsenal fan can tell me they watched Brentford last year and walked away and said, "Man, did you see that Norgard cooking?"
Facts. Nobody. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. But
go on.
No, go on, BBK. He's gonna say something.
If we were gonna go for any player at Brentford over the past 2-3 years, it should have been Ivan Toney. We didn't do that because he has attitude problems. Because a goal cares about who scores it, but he has attitude problems. But
fact. No, God, man, it's mad. It's mad. Trossard is not in the Arsenal squad today to face Villereal after suffering an injury. Oh, Trossard, yeah. Trossard was injured as well. Yeah, I know. I mean, how many injuries? How many injuries is this gonna? But you know what? Sit back and relax and let this thing crumble, and then they'll come back to us and they won't say sorry. They'll make excuses. They'll make excuses. I was gonna say sorry. I thought that they, do you know what I'm saying? Like us, do you know what I'm saying? They have a bit of dignity. Do you know what I'm saying? Pride. You know, we would have went to them. I know that 100% the negative Arsenal fans. We would have went to them. If he won a trophy, we would have celebrated the trophy and said, you know what? We got it all wrong. I don't know how he did it. This is how I would say it. You know what I'm saying, man? I don't know how he did it. I don't understand his football, but somehow he won. So, you know what I'm saying? I was wrong. But they would never do that. They would never do that. They'll make excuses after excuses after excuses. Why this guy hasn't. Flamengo have a cold side now. Is it? They played some good football, the Brazilian teams in the Club World Cup. I mean, we already knew that they had mad talent. Like obviously, Real Madrid and Barcelona always fish there, 100%. But I hear that Raya needs to stay in his goal watch. But that's the thing, Jalil. It's not about Raya, yeah, because it's debatable whose fault it was. Because in my opinion, it was his fault and Luis Skelly. There was no need for the touches in it. This is my opinion, of course, but he's only doing it because Arteta told him. Yeah, Raya's living the dream. Raya shouldn't be playing for Arsenal. I'm not saying that he's bad. But he's not world class. I'm saying he's a very good player.
Raya has that. But I remember 2 North London derbies ago, we're up 3-0 and cruising. He kicks the ball straight to Romero. He does this. Yeah. Kicks it straight to when he could go long, has passes out wide. He kicks it straight to Romero. All of a sudden, it's 3-1, and the game ends in a squeaky bum 3-2. He does this. He does. Yeah.
Nah, but Shane, what's your thoughts on this? On this, Raya needs to stay in his goal. Do you think it's Arteta's fault? Do you think it's Raya's fault? What's your thoughts?
It's both. With Raya's. Yeah, it's mostly the tactics. He was found out. If you watch him in that Tottenham game, the 2 corners that came in and he was flapping around. I get the feeling with him that he's not a goalkeeper that can handle the highest of pressure. If you look at him when he first came to the club and Arteta stupidly came out and said, I have 2 number 1s. And we had that 1-0 against City where he was diabolical. I don't know how we beat them. He was diabolical from start to finish. The game against Luton. And then when the pressure died down a bit and he got settled, he was fine. Then at the end of last season, when games meant something, he was making mistakes again. The Tottenham game, like Taron says, there was many a game where he messed up. So for me, being a goalkeeper at a top side is a lot different to being a goalkeeper at a mid-table or lower table side. As in, if you look at the stats at the end of the season, the team that gets relegated, their keeper always has the most saves and stuff like that because his goal's getting peppered, so he's switched on the whole time. The hardest part about being a goalkeeper is staying switched on when you haven't had anything to do for 25 minutes and then not doing something crazy when you get it. You know, the best keepers were able to do that. David Seaman, Peter Schmeichel and the like. They were able to switch off for the whole match and then make a world-class save right at the end. It's a lot to do with the tactics. This thing of fucking... You watch it now and Arteta wants, when Raya gets the ball, he wants him to play it out 10 foot to 2 midfielders, Zubamendi, and then, guys, I will bring Luis Skelly in, and then we have 2 in the middle, right? Then the problem is that there's no left back. So he tells Raya, you push out left. You move out to the left.
You kind of sweep that.
Cover for Luis Skelly, right? And then everybody's all over the place. All he has to do is say, when Raya gets the ball, Declan, you drop in beside Zubamendi. Done. Fixed. Then you have 2 in midfield. And Luis Skelly stays where he is. But not this manager. He has to go, guys, well, then I put the left back into the midfield, guys. And then I put the keeper at left back, guys. And then I need the defensive midfielder up front, guys. Just drop the midfielder back. Just tell Rice, when we get the ball, drop into the 4-4-2 or the 4-2-3-1 if you want. And then you have 2 midfielders. And Luis Skelly's where he is. No. Push the keeper out there to cover for that. Push Luis Skelly into midfield. And even when he inverts Luis Skelly, if you watch, Luis Skelly goes to the right side of the 6. So he has another 5-10 yards to run to get back. What is the point in that? Why does he? It's like he goes, no, I have to go a bit further with everything. And then the one time it works, I'll say I'm a genius. It's like when he came out, he said, they said, you looked a bit static or something like that. Guys, we make with 35 formation changes in that game. No, you fucking didn't, mate. It was the same thing the whole way through. What are you talking about? He does just like a top goon. You say the most outrageous thing that technically can't be proved wrong, because you could just say, no, we did. You just didn't see it, you know, to the naked eye. You don't know what you're talking about. This is what we do. But with the Raya thing, yeah, number one, I don't think he can handle pressure, and I think he's going to make a lot of mistakes next season. Next season is going to be a calamity for a lot of players in this team. Lewis Skelly will be a big one. He's going to get found out. He'll get a red card within the first 3 or 4 games, or he'll give away a goal. Zubamendi's going to get caught in the ball because he's not used to being pressed. And it's all going to crumble very, very, very quickly because of the fixtures we have. And this manager, we've seen him under pressure. He cannot handle it. Cannot handle pressure. Can't handle being asked tough questions. Luckily for him, he has Semiu and Canton and stuff that won't ask him tough questions. Yep. But there will come a point where he won't be able to avoid them. Champions League nights, they don't give a shit. They'll ask him. The foreign press will ask him. They'll push him. And then the guys with the post-match interview, they'll be going, right, he's got to bite. What happened when he got pushed about not signing a striker? He stormed off. Wouldn't answer a question. Right? So he's gonna crumble. But the thing is, with Lewis Skelly, I really feel for him, because the press are looking for an excuse to jump on that guy. You can see it, that they think, all right, we can get at him. We can make him out to be a hothead. We can do this. So he's going to make mistakes. Zubamendi's going to make mistakes. Gabriel will be another 2 months until he's match fit, and he's going to have to get match fit in the biggest games of the season every single time. If he has to turn quickly or something, he could be gone again. And if we lose him for even a month, we're playing Kivior at the back. You have to remember that. We're playing fucking Kivior. And then if Saliba or someone gets booked, then it's Mosquera and Kivior, or Calafiori and Kivior. The team is in ribbons, man, and people don't seem to realise it. If Gabriel and Timber come on today, there's a good chance one of them will limp off again. And it sounds really negative, but this is the way it goes. These guys aren't ready to come back. You know, people say, oh, well, they have to come back at some stage. And fair enough. I'm pretty sure Rodri could have been forced back last season. I'm sure he could have been forced back, but they went, there's no need. Take your time. You get back when you're ready. The league's gone. The Champions League is gone. But this guy forces them back and then gives them one game where he brings them off the bench or subs them off after 60 minutes. And then after that, they're just back in full time. They're back in full time. But I'm after going a bit off there. But the Raya thing, I think he's like you. He's a very good keeper, but he's not even near world class. And I do question why it took him so long to get where he is. You know what I mean? I don't mind a striker that does it. Ian Wright, Vardy, something like that, something clicks. And I don't mind a player that does a full stop, but there is always a question mark of, you know,
goalkeeper.
You would have got your chance before now, wouldn't you?
No, 100%. I agree. I just think maybe Arsenal's a bit too heavy for him, but you know, you can always get somebody else and create competition between them. You never know with goalkeepers, innit? We've seen goalkeepers make it at 35, but I don't know. He's not the worst player. I mean, I wouldn't start with Raya. There's way worse players in this team. But this is to views, man. Big up DG2. He's saying Arteta's protecting the first team players for this game. What's your thoughts on the lineup? And tell us, is he protecting the first team players?
Nah, man. I think people like to give him too much credit. He's just doing what he usually does, which is just flip a coin. You know, as we said, you look at that midfield. Where's the creativity? You know, I've told you as well, Madueke, right? How is he ever going to get match fit if he never gets to come on? Now we probably see him, but why is he not starting? Why isn't Zubamendi starting? By the way, this is the person that's meant to. Oh no, you know, we've got Zubamendi now. He's much better than Partey. I don't know, man. To be honest with you, it's square pegs, round holes. Like, who can make any sense of what Arteta does? And that's the problem. I can't tell you his philosophy. I can't tell you why he does anything. I can't give you logic behind it. And that is the issue. That's the issue. And when I'm saying about Eggy Bread, we don't, hand on heart, you can't even tell me if he's going to start over Martinelli week in, week out. So then why have we done it? You know? So, bro, I just, you know, without just like, oh, I've got nothing to say, there's no way that I can articulate it and it's going to make sense to anyone logically. Because unless it's him and the people around him, I don't know who understands it.
I don't think he does.
He doesn't either,
Do we expect Eucharist to play a full 90 today? Since there's no Kai.
Havertz will say, no, I think you'll see Tross. Or no, even Tross. Oh, Jesus. We're already running out of players, man.
I think he'll play.
Marino will push up front. Marino or Martinelli will go into the middle and Madueke will go up front, or fucking who knows, man.
You think he'll play? Nah, I think he'll play 90. I think he'll play 90. I think Gyökeres is going to play 90. There's no other option. Think about it. I mean,
And that's what I'm saying. That's what goes back to what Shane said earlier. How are we this deep in and we still need so many players just to get up to par? And I'll even take it away from that because, people have 120 characters, very short-term memory. The last time Arsenal played good football was the 2023 season, right? The first failed title charge. Yeah. Well, since then, my brothers, we have spent over 500 million in 2 years.
Oh, man.
We spent over 500 million, $500 million, and look worse.
And be worse.
In 2 years.
And are worse. We are worse. With squads worse off.
2 years of beautiful, blistering football. We have spent $500 million and look worse. Make that make sense.
A lot worse. A lot worse. Smaller squad even.
I'm so confused. I'm like, brother.
Every week look better with Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah as our strikers.
Yeah. Talking about that, I wanted to ask because I'm sick and tired of Gabriel Martinelli. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of him. Yeah, he's shit to the point where I really do think that Madueke's better than him. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm at that point where I think he's better than him. I mean, obviously it's debatable, but the point is Martinelli is a big problem in this starting lineup. Seeing him play, he's not creative enough. He can't beat his man.
There's no one overlapping though, Rashid. When he has someone overlapping, he's okay. I know,
yeah.
So I do feel for him. I do feel a bit sorry for him because when you see Saka and Timber plays, Timber comes inside and White overlaps. So when he has White, Saka looks better. He always looks better when he has White playing. Every winger needs someone to overlap. Every winger needs it. If only for a decoy. You know what I mean? But sorry, I didn't mean to cut across. I do feel for him. I'd like him to go somewhere else and ball out because I do like the guy. I'd like him to go somewhere else and find his form again, but he's not going to find it with us. Not under this manager.
No, I don't think so either. I just feel like, and 100%, I agree with you with the decoy because he was playing very well when Tini was there.
Yeah.
And when Saka was overlapping as well. I think he played once or twice or a couple of games where Saka was overlapping as well, when Saka used to be a left back. But I feel like when Trossard comes in, he plays better than him. Trossard does more than Martinelli does the whole game. Do you know what I'm saying? Not by much. But I can see the difference. It's a tough one because we really do need that left wing. You know what I'm saying? And there's a brilliant, fantastic, one of the best left wingers out there. And you know who he is, Rodrigo. Nobody's talking about him enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about him enough. Everybody's focusing on Eze. It should be Eze and Rodrigo. Why are we stopping at Eze? Look, we spent the money we spent. You just heard it, people, yeah? We spent 500 mil, we're getting worse. You get me? Might as well just go finish, you know what I'm saying? Let it be 1 billion, you know what I'm saying? Just let it be 1 billion, make it, round it up, you know what I'm saying? And just call it a day. If he works, it works. If he doesn't, it doesn't. You, man, understand that this manager has spent 1 billion. 1 billion pounds. And last season, January last season, people were saying, turning around to the board, and saying, regardless of what we think about the board, because people don't think that we're against the board, we're against anybody that works for that club, even a lunch lady. The thing is that they turned around and was pointing fingers at the board and saying, you didn't give Arteta money enough. Yeah. You didn't get him players enough. You guys remember that? You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because why? The book of excuses ran out. So they had to write another page. Oh, you know what? Write another page. Because there was no way around it. Can you guys imagine that 1 billion spent, nearly 1 billion spent? It's not 1 billion because people take it out of context. You said 1 billion, it's not 1 billion, blah, blah, blah. Nearly 1 billion spent, and you've got a midfield of Norgard, Moreno, Ethan. Oh my days. Now, not that Ethan's shit, but I'm just telling you, look at that midfield. Martinelli on the left. You know what I'm saying? By himself, isolated, no tactics.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Go on, BBK.
At this point, I look past Martinelli. I look past Trossard because it's clearly not their fault, right? They're not picking themselves. Like, I look past them and I look at the last time we were winning league titles. Robert Pires, that's the level. Yeah, that's the level when we were winning Premier Leagues. And Robert Pires didn't have blistering plays like Martinelli. The touch. Like Dennis Bergkamp didn't have blistering. The touch. Man can play football. You know what I'm saying? Like Alexis Sanchez, Robert Perez. That's the level our left-hand side needs to be at for me to be excited about going into Premier League season, bro. And there are players out there that fit that mold that we can go get. The club is just refusing to go get them because they're here telling us what Martinelli does off the ball. If you were a winger, I don't want to hear what you do off the ball, bro. But I don't want to. You know, it's like the same in the reverse order. We Premier League players like to beat fullbacks up. Oh, he's great going forward, but this shit at defending. But your primary role is a defender. As a winger, your job is to beat your man, create chances for the striker, and bang a couple in yourself. Martinelli's doing either of that, but he's not doing Brazilian winger things. So I'm looking past him at this point. And I'm reading articles that Arteta is blocking the sale because there were actually clubs in for him. So that tells me that you want more of that. You want more of that, and just get ready for the frustration. Even today, you're gonna hear fans. Martinelli should have done better there. Just watch the AFD interviews afterwards, and you'll hear everything that we're seeing now.
Do you know how much Liverpool are going to sell Darwin Nunes? Do you know how much?
60 million. Nearly 60 million.
My. How could they get 60 million for that guy?
He's a Premier League winner. He's a Premier League winner. That's why.
Yeah.
And it's even the coach actually
played. Wages aren't astronomical either.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Lebanelli, bro. We got Lebanelli. You know what I mean?
Lebanelli facts, bro. He ain't no Brazilian. He's Lebanese. Big up to both of you, Views and Shane. Thank you for being here as always, man. Love for helping out and love for the raid as well. Love for the raid as well.
Pleasure.
Views, you want any last words?
Yeah. I just need to take a quick break. I've literally been streaming near enough the whole day, and we're about to do the watch along, and we might do a match reaction after that. So long old hours. So I'm just gonna have a quick break. Big up to everyone on the panel in the chat. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Thank you again, gang. And if you want to come and see me wigging out over this shit team, then 6 o'clock, come and find me on the channel. You know what I mean? But everyone, have a great day, man. Big up, man. Always appreciate the time, man. Big up.
Salute. Shane, any last words?
Yeah, man. Big up, obviously, for having me on. Absolute pleasure to share a screen with yourself and Taryn and Views. And make sure you're smashing the likes. Anybody that's in, make sure you're sharing it out. Make sure you're doing all the good stuff, hitting the subs and all that. Yeah, man. I just got to make dinner now before the match and then sit down and watch this. And listen, guys, anybody watching, if we get through this without any injuries, that's the most we can hope for, I think. I just think without any more injuries. It's pre-season. I think we'll beat them. Villereal have been terrible pre-season. I think we'll beat them. But, I think it'll be a 4-2 or something like that. It'll be one of those open games. I think it'll be open. But if we do score 4, they'll just be sort of scrappy goals. I want to see Gyökeres, not so much what he does on the ball, but how often he gets it. You know what I mean? Ethan might be able to find him. That's about it. And Ethan should be playing with him. But like you said, he's going to be shattered running around chasing after these dump trucks that we have beside him. Fucking Marino and Norgard. Like, what are we doing here? But no, listen, man. Big up to the chat. Big up to the panel. Big up to yourself, Rashid. Absolute legend for having me on. And we'll do it again very soon, my man. See you later, guys.
Big up, Shane.
Love. Norgard, Moreno, slow motion ball. This is going to get ugly all my days.
They can't run.
PBK.
They can't.
This is 60 face on FIFA kind of shit.
Yeah, bro,
you know what I'm saying? You're not touching the ball.
They can't run.
What do you think of this midfield, man? This midfield is absolutely.
Yeah, it's like at the beginning when you said they don't get into like the Chelsea midfield, the Liverpool midfield, the City midfield. Yeah, it's better than us, man. And
they don't even get to Newcastle midfield. They're not even into the. I don't know. There's a lot of midfields that they don't get.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get the best out of Ethan playing him with Moreno and Norgard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so essentially, like someone in the chat said, they're setting him up for failure. You know what I'm saying? If you can play an experienced player with that, a young player that you're trying to develop and get the best out of it, you put the best possible pieces around him. And that surely isn't Norgard and it isn't Moreno.
Fact. Liverpool are doing what is required. They sell players and get their replacement. This is what I don't understand.
Fact.
How could they get 60 mil or 55 mil roughly for Darwin Nunes? For Darwin Nunes. Okay, right now in the chat, who's better, Darwin Nunes or Martinelli? Even though they don't play the same position, nearly the same position. Who's better? How could they get 55 million for that guy? How?
Premier League winner, man. He's a Premier League winner. Yeah.
I don't understand, bro. They're getting their money back. They are getting their money back. But that's what you get for winning the Premier League. That's what you get. And I think they're going to get Isak as well. I don't know about you. What's your thoughts on the Isak situation?
He's going there. He's going there.
Yeah, he in it.
Going to Liverpool. Yeah, I think Liverpool are not gonna just put in the bid and then walk away after one rejection. They didn't walk. Remember, the first deal was rejected. You know, the first one. So yeah, Liverpool they're gonna go back in. I think Newcastle knows now that the writing is on the wall. They're not in a position to turn down 130 or 140 million pounds. They're gonna take that because the player's head is clearly turned. You know, football is played up here. You know, we all know he has all the skills and the requisite skills to cook as a footballer. He's a top guy, but if he's at Newcastle and his head's not right, he's not going to be the player that they need him to be. So I think he end up goes to Liverpool. The Newcastle they need the money so they can reinvest it in their squad because they do have Champions League football. But
100%. They're getting their money back and they're investing. Man, Liverpool are on the run. I'll be real. Big up to Ozzy as well. Big up to Ozzy. Big up to Unknown Things. I'm not gonna read that out, but you know my thoughts on it. 29 inch in the my days. You are ruthless. Big up Gavin. Big up Gavin, man, my Irish brother. Yeah, big up. The truth hurt these Sims. Facts.
It does. And I get it because it used to hurt me too. Like it used to hurt hearing these things. But then when you accept it, then it doesn't hurt anymore, brother. It doesn't.
When did you turn around and said enough is enough? Did you believe in this manager when he came in? I
did because he won.
Okay, fair enough.
I stopped believing in the club in 2016. That's when I stopped going to games, bro. When they clearly made it clear that winning wasn't a thing. You know, when we did the whole Conte thing and San Jacques. Like people forget the entire time Xhaka was here, we never kicked the Champions League football.
Yeah, facts.
The entire
remember
year. And the same year we signed him, we sold Serge Gnabry that year, and he went on to look what he went on to do, and look what we
Granite Xhaka, bro.
Yeah, so when the club did that, and then they re-signed him in 2018 like a contract like that, like these man are serious. So stop doing the game, bro. Yeah, man. But yeah, I did believe in Arteta when he took over because he did what we were asking him to do. He won, straight away. So, but then he managed to took one step forward, and then.
But how long did it take you? Was it 2 years, and then you were like, okay, enough is enough? For example, for me, I was already like, even when he won, I was a bit skeptical, and then probably took me 1 year, 2 years, and then I was done with him. Yeah.
I started becoming done with him when we got knocked out of FA Cup to our championship team in Nottingham Forest. What year that was? 2021.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute now, and I can understand if we get knocked out to one of the big boys. And then the following year we got knocked out to come to Southampton. That I was like, okay, yeah, this ain't it. And we both that year to Tottenham. It was like it was just the dominoes just kept falling, and the offenses that he kept committing just kept getting worse and worse. Then he loaned out Saliba on a third loan and went into a Premier League campaign with Mustafi and Rob Holding. I'm like, brother, man, I'm doing this craziness. Rob Holding is in the MLS now, brother. He's 28. He's supposed to be in his prime. So for players, it's in the bin.
Do you know what the mad thing is? Is that Arteta has blocked two. I just thought about it right now. Arteta has blocked two approaches for Martinelli and Kivior.
Yeah, so he wants more of that.
If we don't sell these players, who are we going to sell?
Yeah,
we're not going to get our money back, are we?
Yeah, because there's no way he's watching Martinelli and these men with the same set of eyes that we're watching him. Because if we're watching him, we want him gone, and he's watching him and he wants more of that. It tells me that there's a disconnect, bro. There's a huge disconnect. You want more of that. More of that isn't working.
Facts, bro. You can see the subs today: Kepa, Setford, Timber, Gabriel Mosquera, Zinchenko, Lokonga, Zubimendi. By the way, I told them that Lokonga is better than Moreno in midfield. You're
going to do a full 11 swap out at 45 minutes. Now, I think you're correct.
They lost their shit. What do you think of what I said? Lokonga's better than Moreno in the midfield. Zubimendi, Odegaard, Madueke, Rice.
No, I think Moreno's better. I don't rate Sambi at all, man.
Sambi's not your guy, yeah.
Nah, I seen him at Luton. I think a critical part of his career when Patrick Vieira got fired at Palace, he just went. I think he would have developed properly under Patrick, but yeah, that really hurt him. Then he went to Sevilla, and in Sevilla the game is different. It's much more techy. He didn't cook there either, and I just think not at this level. Yeah, not at this level for him.
I hear that. Zubimendi, Odegaard, Madueke, Rice, Dalman, bro. Listen to this, man. Dowman, bro. Why have we not played this player, bro? I want to see him at least 60 minutes.
Yeah,
At least 60 minutes, bro.
he should play today. He should get minutes today.
He should. He should, bro. What? Why the fuck ain't Supermendy starting? Facts, bro. Why do you think Supermendy's not starting? I don't understand.
His entire midfield is on the bench. Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard. That's what's starting at Man United. All three of them are on the bench. I don't know what's going on there, but that's
because he doesn't want us to see that midfield fail. He wants to keep, do you know what I'm saying? Because we'll see it in preseason and be like, oh shit, this midfield, we're in trouble. But it's calm. We're just going to watch the whole thing crumble. That's what we're going to do. Why are we short in preseason? The manager is in the criminal doghouse. Facts. Big up Joseph Tyrone. Big up DG2. He's saying, Arteta said they won't be taking risks with players. I get that. But Moreno and Norgard and Moreno, facts, bro. I know, I hear that. I know. Not taking, I get it. Not taking risk with players. I get it. But if we're really talking about that, every player could be injured. Every player could get injured in that starting lineup. Already, 7 of them have been injured, serious injuries before. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a sticky one.
You can't approach football that way, brother, because Timber had a fantastic preseason in 23-24, played the very first game of the season and did his ACL. First game of the season against Nottingham Forest and did his ACL. You know, you use preseason to get in match shape. Man can't be playing for the first time away at Man United. You know, they need to play. Preseason is for preparation, and you prepare for football by playing football.
And even like Villereal they're not physical. They're a Spanish team, so it's not going to be physical today. It's going to be more technical today, which we're going to suffer. We're going to suffer because it's more technical. But we do have the upper hand because Villarreal won't play the same as Newcastle and Tottenham and the teams we're going to face in the Premier League. They're going to play more like the teams we face in the Champions League. So we might, I get what Shane said by scoring goals, because they're not going to play a low block and a mid block. That's not their game. They'll play a high line, try to play football against you and be the best man win. Why is Zubimendi not starting yet? We read that, I think. Big up to you, Godfrey. I'm calling self-sabotage to prove our point. Not being too clever for his own good facts.
Yep.
Pardon me. Rice, Zubi, Ethan. You think that will get us the Premier League? DGT. If you're still here, do you think so? What do you think of this? What do you think of this midfield? What do you think this midfield will get?
I think Rice in the 6. I think Rice and Zubi should compete for the 6. I'm calm with that. In the 8, I'd rather see Odegaard. In the 10, I want to see Eze. Because I think Odegaard would actually do well in a 4-3-3 when he is the left 8, when the sole burden of creating is not placed upon his shoulders.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Big up Dazza in the chat. Big up, you legend. Big up Dazza, real one, man. Real one. Let me just, that's a real one, bro. Just find you later. But yeah, our left hand, let's go through it. Why didn't Arteta sign David Luiz? Surely he was way better than Norgard in the 6. Oh, Douglas Luiz. Yeah. Facts. He is better. But he's way better. Come on, Douglas Luiz is a good footballer. Douglas Luiz is the kind of player that I would want coming off the bench. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of player I would want coming off the bench, BBK.
Yeah.
Do you know, that's the kind of
you're comfortable with Douglas Luiz getting the ball from the back 4, playing out from the back. Norgard, no. I'm telling you, bro, there's a reason why he wasn't where he was supposed to be. He's not comfortable there. That's why Skelly had to do all that running to get over there. Took a heavy touch and then bang, goal. Yeah, he can't play.
I mean, 28 years old, you haven't played for one big club.
31.
How could that be? 31, sorry. 31 years old and you haven't played for one big club. Come on. At least play for one big club and then obviously move on. Maybe it didn't work out, blah, blah, blah. They haven't even went for you. No big club has ever went for you. That guy's living a dream. I swear to God, that guy's living a dream. Lucky him, innit? Lucky him. Topside Highbury saying Norgard will get minutes early on this season. Then he'll disappear from view. Yeah, probably. No. To be on the top side, he ain't gonna play. He ain't gonna play until somebody gets injured, because he knows that he's not good enough. He knows.
Yeah, you know how
Liverpool good enough for us.
You know how Liverpool used that Japanese guy last year, Endo, to come
Yeah,
short.
Endo.
Yeah, that's the only reason. That's the only way I can see him being useful to us. We're up 3-0. He comes in and they'll shore up the game and see out the game. If we need to get a goal or the opposition is still in the game, if it's a close 1-0 or 2-0, he don't need to be on the pitch.
Yeah, okay, fair. You're only playing when you're winning or you're playing a Carabao Cup, something that doesn't
you
really
bring
matter.
him in and you rest Zubimendi or you rest Rice. That's what you do. So they have legs later on in the season. That's what
Fair enough. Mr. Battle Red is saying latest rumors do Miedin. United in talks for Carlos Baleba. Fucking hell. United about to have an incredible window if they pull this one. I swear to God, man. Battle Red, I agree with you, bro. And they're gonna get Sesko as well. What do you think, Sesko and Man United? Do you think he'll back?
United have had fantastic for their last 2 or 3 windows and it was still shit. Remember a couple windows ago, it was Anthony,
Pogba,
it was Nietzsche, it was last year it was DeLit, it was Xerxes, it was the guy there. They're still shit. But they always do this. Their squad is just discombobulated. Right? I think they will improve because there's no way they finish 5th fucking team.
But don't you think Amorim's gonna maybe Amorim will do, you know what I'm saying, do something to that team? Do you think there's a possibility there? Do you get me? Because obviously it's a long shot, don't get me wrong. But don't you think? No?
I think they'll be better than last year, but that's not saying much when you're 15th, you know what I'm saying? I think they'll top half. But no, I don't. They can have all the window they want, bro. Because I even asked Man United fans, what's your strongest lineup if the transfer window ended today? Man don't know if Bruno and Cunha are going to play together. They're both 210s. Bruno is not an 8. They got Embremo. They still got Xerxes in the squad. No one wants Hoyland. They're just I'm not worried. I'm worried about Chelsea right now. I'm worried about Liverpool. I'm worried about City and Chelsea. Man United are nowhere in the fold. There's a reason why all the Man United content creators make content about Arsenal. Everybody else, they make content about everybody else except their own shit team. I'm not worried about that. Not one bit.
I
go Wahaha with 11 days till this next week. I do it. You said Wahaha pops up, you know. Hey,
Big up Wahaha, bro. Big up the catch up as well. Big up the on the fence community. Big up the whole political gooners. You know what I'm trying to say? You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? The catch up in them, man. Yeah, you get me. Big up to them. Real ones, bro. Big up. Aaron is saying, no God. Moreno fills me up with the possibility, the least amount of excitement, the least optimism.
Yeah.
Aaron, big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. Sorry I saw it late, but we were talking that goal was Arteta's fault. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that one. I said get Donnarumma. Raya needed some serious competition. Facts. Emi Martinez, but we can't go back and get Emi Martinez in it. Aaron is saying, I might ask my missus how her day was and listen to her office squabbles to get the excitement levels up. It's a shame. I don't know if you're still in the chat. Oh, I don't think that's a good idea, bro. I think it's good idea. That's going to be 45 minutes. That's what I was going to say. She's going to be 45 minutes talking about the office gossip. You know what I'm saying? They love to gossip, man. 45 minutes of Mrs. Drive easily equates 90 minutes of Arteta spastic with change. Facts, 100%. It's going to be a long 90 minutes, bro. So the cure to insomnia, anybody that can't sleep, I suggest you watch that game and you should fall asleep in about
5 minutes.
25 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes, you'll be asleep, bro. You'll be asleep. Especially when we side pass.
100%, man.
Second half should be better. Second half should be better when Zubimendi comes onto the pitch and actually passes the ball forward.
Yeah, 100%. Arteta tactics squeezing lemons into the light bulb. Oh my days. You want to play Champions League? Unknown things. That guy's a comedian. I can't lie. Wouldn't be surprised if we play U-shaped football again. You don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, bro. She sent you the lineup. Thanks, Yasa. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Luke Skelly suspension with an injury back for early doors, probably. The Raya positioning is by design. Facts, bro. Facts. 100%. 100%. Big up Darren. Big up Joseph. Big up Battle Red. Big up all the man them. You know what I'm saying? We're getting through so we can go watch the game. I know everybody wants to go watch the game as well. You get me, BX? This manager can't even get a haircut with a decent hairline. You want me to be confident in his tactics? Facts. Facts. He can't even pick a proper barber. You know what I'm saying? He can't even pick a barber. How do you think he's gonna pick 11 players on the pitch? Do you know what I'm saying? Big up BX, man. Big up BX. I'm intrigued to see the forward passes and crosses into Gyökeres today. 100%. Did you see them trying to cross the ball to Gyökeres? And they know that wasn't his strong foot. Oh my goodness, this guy. This guy's forcing his, you know what I'm saying? He's forcing his, implementing his style. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, so he's willingly doing what the player is not good at. He's not playing to the player's strengths. You know, what he's doing is highlighting his weakness, which is not what you do as a coach. As a coach, you minimize your players' weaknesses and you play to their strengths. If he likes the ball down the middle, you play the ball down the middle. You create a system where you do an overload and you play the passes through the middle. If he suck at heading the ball, spamming crosses in the box, all you're doing is highlighting his weaknesses and make it easier for the defense to key in on him. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Now, I mean, that's the onus is on Gyökeres for that. As a striker, you need to be able to head the ball. But you know, if you're really good at something else, you would lean on your manager to create a system where the things that you're really good at are maximized.
100%. If we lose, Top Gooners will say it's only preseason. Yeah. That's what I said. That's what they said. Big up Adam, bro. Big up Adam's long time no see. Lookman would be an upgrade and is cheaper. Fair enough. Big up Jalil. Big up Natstar. Salute to you, Natstar. Salute to you. Them man got 61 acceleration. Yeah, that's the one.
There's no legs. Yes, so Ethan is going to get the ball. Right
10 balance. Nobody picking them for the FIFA. Nobody's picking them for the FIFA game, bro. Nobody. Nunes is Miles better. Goal scoring record is very good. Is it? Is he Miles better than Martinelli? Is he? Wow.
I don't know about Miles. I don't know about Miles better, but
yeah, maybe just a teeny weeny bit. You know what I'm saying? A teeny weeny bit, bro. Let's go through these. We gotta catch the game, bro. At least 5 minutes before. In my opinion, Nunes is not a flop because of his goals. Some big moments for Liverpool winning trophies. What do you think of this one, BBP?
No, he's a flop. He's a flop. That's why they're getting rid of him. Now he's not. I mean, he did contribute to their Premier League title. I give him that. But when you win the league, when you have the league wrapped up, and your manager still doesn't play you up front and plays Luis Diaz in the false nine, surely he's giving up on you. Yeah, it's okay for a player to flop, but I mean,
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy, whatever. He's just not a. He can't lead the line for Liverpool Football Club for what the expectations are at Anfield, because Liverpool are expected to do something in the Champions League. In the Champions League, he was god awful. You know, we went further in the Champions League than Liverpool did with our squad and our shit manager. So, yeah, Liverpool, I've recognized that he is not it, and they're moving on. We have recognized that a whole bunch of our players aren't it, but we're not moving them on, which is, you know, why we're frustrated.
Which is why we have, 100%, bro. Simple Ace, hello everyone. Mr. Battle Red is saying, what's Mr. Battle Red saying? Gyökeres might actually get passes directly into him since Odegaard's on the bench.
Ethan's
probably, maybe in it. Maybe Ethan will cook today.
Ethan has some work to do today. I'm just worried about those other two next to him, man. They just can't run. There's no legs there. They're slow.
Let's see in it. Zubimendi might as well have been signed August 16th. Fact. There's no point of Zubimendi being signed early on the season. No, 100%, bro. Joseph is saying Pepe to score a screamer. Hope that doesn't happen. Why wouldn't you start Zubimendi to get more used to not only his new signing but used to Gyökeres? Facts. 100%, Aaron. But apparently. He's afraid. He's saving the starting lineup for Man United. We've got 6 tough games. You know what I'm saying? 6 tough games. That's what we have. So we have to save our players. Yeah. And even though the players that we bought are not good enough, we're just gonna have to back them because they're here, innit? Because they're here.
Yeah.
Only this manager would think that giving Zubimendi no preseason would be the best preseason. I hope Aaron's here. Aaron, 100%, 100%, bro. Oh my days, that's what I was thinking, 100%. But they already have an excuse for that, Aaron. We're saving the players just in case they get injured.
Yeah.
You've seen how many players got injured already. So yeah, Reece Nelson, Fabio Vieira are not in the Arsenal squad today. Both players could be sold. Yeah, they'll be sold. They'll be sold. How much will we get for like Fabio Vieira? How much do you think we'll get?
20 to 25. 20 to 25.
Yeah,
So we're taking
so that's
a loss on him because we paid 35 for him.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with. I'm cool with. Just let him go. Yeah, let him go, brother.
Cut a hand to save an arm. I get it. Cut an arm to save a body. 100%. I get it. The qualities of the management after Arteta has in his locker. Facts, man. Facts. 100%. Simple Ace is saying, man, you are paying new signings close to 300k lately. I'm saying big up to everyone that's locked in. I'm sorry. Some comments I cannot read. Mr. Battle Red is saying 3 years is a long time as well. He got his time all around there. That's 100%. Big up Wahaha. Big up Yaga as well. Anybody that's new, like and sub, of course, like and sub to the Mandem as well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, what's the we got to end it right here. Well, BBK, what we got coming up? What we got coming up?
Yeah, I got my daily show tomorrow. I'm not streaming for the rest of the day, man. I usually stream around this time, but I just have to jump on here and be with the fellas, be with the bros, So yeah, tomorrow 4 p.m. UK time, daily football digest, and yeah, I'll probably do a review show later on when I get back from work, But I'm gonna tune into you, man, and catch the watch along because I'm going into the office. But yeah, but big up to the chat, big up to Mr. Batter, big up Wahaha, Jaleel, the legendary mod. Yeah, man, big up to everyone, man. Yeah.
Big up, man. Big up, 100%. Big up. Who should we redirect to? Who's live? Who's live? Views is live. Live. We'll send it to Views. Rashid Raid on the way. Big up to every one of you. Love. Like and subscribe, by the way. Like and subscribe. Don't just watch. Yeah. We'll go back to Views. He's doing a watch along. And yeah, show him some love. Views is a real one, part of the team. You know what I'm saying? The negative Arsenal fans is part of the negative Arsenal fans. And yeah, we got to support each other. Big up to every one of you. And yeah, Arteta out, Honky out, everybody out.
3-0.
3-0
to the Arsenal.
hopefully, man.